Okay, guys, this is our 41st podcast here at the Batty headquarters. Well, we have like 2 or 3 guests today. Don't do that.
We got 2 guests today.
Yeah, what's up? It's Junior here.
Hey, how's it going? This is Chris.
So these 2 guests, they're going to tell you some awesome stories that they have with the baddies. Personal experience with the baddies and without the baddies. We'll just start off with the hot temperatures, guys. So the temperatures are increasing every single day, right?
It's getting hot in here, man.
It's getting hot here. When you hike with the baddies, you're hiking with.
Are we gonna start Batty weather reports?
We should start Batty weather reports. And then you know what you should do, guys? Something that Herbert could tell you guys if you see his picture, like his. Do you take selfies or do you take pictures of your arms?
No selfies ever.
No,
I never took the camera.
Herbert got sunscreen, and we'll talk about that part. But please wear sunscreen. Drink a lot of water. Don't drink too much water because then you won't have water left over for the hike. But we'll talk about that hike. But yeah, so real quick though, since temperatures are increasing, right, Enrique?
Yes, I mean, right now for June, and at least in Los Angeles, we got a high at 79 degrees Fahrenheit and a low at 62 degrees Fahrenheit. And there's actually zero days of rain this month, so I guess just information. But
wait, and June is about a June
is when summer starts, actually. So actually, happy summer, guys. Happy beginning of summer. I think if I'm right, if I'm wrong, someone correct me. But I think summer starts real soon, and this is the month though.
Is forest fire season
which
starting?
means it's getting hotter, which means wear sunscreen. Like Jonathan was saying, be wary of the water you bring because know yourself and know how much water you take or you need.
Stay hydrated. There's actually different waters. We'll talk about that.
And also, we talked about fire season too. So Herbert, thank you for bringing it up, man. I forgot about it.
Wait, doesn't that mean less hikes?
No. We don't want fires, dude. We pick up trash. We make sure that there's no fires starting at the mountains. But last year there was 10% of the sequoias were burnt because of fires here in California. 10% of the whole world sequoia trees. And who said that they have sequoias only in Sequoia National Park? Who said that?
That wasn't me.
That was you.
That was me.
No.
Well, I mean, I figured the name Sequoia National Park.
Well,
I thought they were only located there.
I mean, it makes sense, but I mean, like Jonathan was saying, I mean, in 2020, the Casa Fire, which broke out in August, scorched more than 150,000 acres of land, which I think is a crazy amount of land burning. Like, honestly, we need to appropriately do our best to prevent fires and inform people about fire prevention because this is a serious thing, and honestly, lives are at risk if you really think about the people.
We should do a fire prevention like a video.
Fire prevention class?
Yeah.
Or
we should start pouring our protein shakes on the fire. I think that's probably the best way.
Make it stronger and bigger?
No.
Yeah, when the planes fly over and they throw powder? We should just throw protein powder.
Yeah.
That's true. You know how much protein powder is? A lot. And then you can get that.
We'll go to Costco. We'll get it in bulk.
That's true, huh?
Vegan too.
Think about the gains right there.
Talking about fires. You hear the ambulance? Or the firefighters?
Yeah, should we tell them we're doing a podcast? Or?
Yeah, we should tell them to quiet down.
Dude, who's dying right now? How disrespectful.
No. But for sure, please, guys, if you guys are out there, help each other. Help one another. Like I said, nutrition, the night before, hydrate before a hike. So, talking about hiking, this past weekend, we did this amazing hike called Rattlesnake Peak. In the Angeles Crest, which is basically in our backyards in Azusa, California. And we took Herbert. So Herbert's one of the HRs, from the baddies.
The only HR.
Yeah, totally.
And I don't know if you know, but he's really good at hiking. Like he does a lot of. He loves peaks.
He trained me and Jonathan, and that's why we're so good.
First of all, what is hiking? It's just walking next to fucking grass, right?
First of all,
next to a big rock, a mountain. Let's be honest. Okay.
So hold up. So
he loves fitness, guys. I promise.
Tell me why Herbert. So I told Herbert, hey Herbert, we're doing a 8.3 mile hike.
Short hike.
Short hike. Well, I said 8.3 mile hike, but I never told him the elevation
gain, guys.
No. It was 11 miles. It was like 12 miles.
Okay,
that Lying Slut All Trails app fucking said 8.5 miles, and it was actually 12 miles.
Well, you know why though, right? It didn't count the elevation, like where you walk from the parking to the hike when it starts.
Yeah, that was like a mile and a half.
That was 4 because times it by 2.
Yeah.
That was 4 miles.
Yeah, that was just walking. And then so tell me why Herbert he ended up hiking it, and on the way down he bought it. Okay, so the night before we took him to REI. And if you know REI, they have some good stuff. And I was like, hey, Herbert. And then everything's expensive, if you guys know that.
Oh, yeah.
But it's worth it, though. Good quality, right?
Yeah.
So we ended up buying him a backpack. We even make sure that it fitted him. It was a large REI Cho something.
Why
Yeah,
did you point that out? That's
Jonathan got in the backpack to
I got
actually
in the
test the weight. Yeah. His head was sticking out like one of those little dogs, you know?
I believe from what I gathered earlier that he got the Trail 25. It's called. It's actually
45,
really
I think,
good.
45.
Or 45 because it has a bigger volume inside. That one's actually a really cool backpack because you can hold your trekking sticks. It has pockets everywhere, inside, outside. Like it's really meant for like using hiking gear. So
For a day
I think you're gonna like it. For a day hike, you're gonna like it. You're gonna carry water. You'll carry more than you need in there.
I
So
enjoyed it,
going
yeah.
back to REI, right? I ended up like packing it up and making him walk around the store. So he liked it. So we ended up getting a Camelback, right, with the water, so you can put it in a water reservoir. And then he ended up getting a 3 liters, right? So I was like, okay, 3 liters is pretty good, for the hike. And then so when we were going up the hike, Rattlesnake Peak, right? We get to the top. There's no shade, guys. So if you're gonna do Rattlesnake Peak, we did not see any snakes. I'll tell you that much. The trail felt like a rattlesnake, right? Going around.
The only real snakes is the people who lied to me about how long the hike is. So.
Oh yeah. I felt bad because Rattlesnake Peak has false peaks. What I mean by false peaks is that like you hit one peak and then you go down and you hit another peak and then that's not even there. You don't get to the peak until like the 4th or 5th peak.
That was honestly the worst part
was the
about
worst
the
part,
hike.
yeah.
That was the worst part about the hike.
So the false peaks, right? So tell me why he ended up when we were coming down. I don't know why. Did he ask me? Do you have water? I think he asked me.
At the end of the hike.
No, before you're like, hey, do you have water? Or I see you're like, hey, I was like, drink water. And you're like, I don't have any. Like you screamed at me. You're like, I don't have any. And I was like, oh, okay.
At the end.
That was, okay, coming down like 3 miles. It was
Yeah, like almost 3 miles left. Yeah.
And I remember I was like, bro, you drink 3 liters of water, and I ended up giving him electrolytes. So I gave him some of my water. And tell me why, like the last 2 miles, I never blazed it, guys. Try to make sure that we're clean. But I had cotton mouth. I feel like I have cotton mouth. People say like your mouth gets all like white, like,
dry,
or whatever. I don't do drugs, but yeah, I ended up having cotton mouth.
I do.
So I told him, I was like, dude, you know what sounds bomb? Like some bomb ass like I don't know anything like anything cold, right?
Dude, I was just thinking about like all the times I took water for granted, like the whole way down. I was like thinking about like when people offer you water when you get to their home.
Say no?
I was thinking about all the times I said no. Dude, I was like, I should have took that fucking water. I felt stupid. Dude, don't lie. I was thinking about all these things, like all these times I said no.
Hey, what did I keep asking you?
What?
I was like, it's on your head?
Yeah, bro. I wanted to throw something at you. I had no strength to throw anything.
Dude, you were sad.
I was sad.
You had a hat and you didn't even put it on. You just had it like hanging on you.
Yeah.
Dude, I was like busting up, but I felt bad. But I did have water in my car, right? That water tasted so bomb. Dude, I was like, dude,
I've never been sexually attracted to like a water like that. I really wanted no, dude. Like I've never wanted water that bad. It was crazy.
So tell me why.
Tell me why.
Sorry about that. But I ended up putting the video of you. And they really I think it went to Funny Home Videos.
It was a hit. It was a hit.
Funniest home videos.
Yeah, it was you.
So
like
old.
you put your head down on the trekking pole, and you're just thinking about life. Like what was going through your head when you're like put the trekking pole down and you put your head on top?
I don't know. I just remember
Depression.
No, not depression. I felt like betrayed. Like, oh my god, these are the people I'm hanging around with. Like, I was like,
these are the baddies that I trust.
This is what my life is now. And I like now because I was wearing the sweater, so this was on the way up. So we weren't even halfway done with the hike. We weren't even on the way down. So I was just hoping like God, like, I just want to finish this. I was talking to God, dude. I haven't talked to God in I don't know how long. I was talking to God. I was talking to all the gods. Doesn't matter. The Jewish God,
what's up,
the prophet, doesn't matter. I was talking to all of them.
Damn.
Dude, no lie.
Like, look, guess what? That sucks that they didn't help you out. I'm gonna be honest with you.
No, dude.
No, they did help you
It
out.
got hotter.
I'll tell you what, you're here right now. You're stronger than you were that day. You had an experience that you'll never forget, whether it was for good or bad. There's a lot of pluses on your book, man. You gotta be optimistic.
There's also a lot of minuses.
You're being a pessimist. You gotta be optimistic.
No, I like being a pessimist. I'm tired of all the optimism. We need more pessimism in this world, okay?
But you met good, cool people, right?
I like the people.
Who was your favorite person on the hike?
Jorge was cool. I really like Jorge
He's
or Norma.
funny.
Actually, all of them were cool.
Yeah,
Jorge's really funny. Dude, one of my favorite moments was when he started cramping up.
Oh, dude.
I was still far away. But all I heard was and then all I see is like some bushes rustling, and then like two guys on the floor because like Jonathan's like rubbing his legs.
What?
And I didn't know what was going on. I just
with his leg on his shoulder, like he was interpreting
like
positions that.
And then he saw like, hey, bro, give me happy
And
ending.
Jonathan's like, just take it, bro. Just take it. It'll be okay.
I turned the corner and these fools were just on top of each other. It was crazy. Yeah, you kept rubbing his cramp. I think it was like 5 times he
Dude, I
cramped
ended
up.
up using the trekking pole back and forth.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Did you?
Yeah, I
Wait,
ended up
really?
using it. And then I used my fist because they said a fist is better.
You
Just
fist
the
him.
knuckles, I guess.
fisted, yeah.
I was actually worried that like he wouldn't.
Dude, on the way
I was
back down,
worried.
so talking about cramping up, guys, it's getting hot. You know, drink a lot of water, hydrate the night before. And Enrique knows about cramping. He knows that
Oh, yeah.
Dude, Iron Mountain, when Enrique did it, which is the first hardest hike in Angeles Crest, he was cramping the last like mile and a half.
The last couple miles, it was a lot longer than that. And honestly, like I'm fit enough, so I should have been okay on that aspect. I hydrated the night before. In my mind, I was completely ready for that hike because honestly, that's what we tell you guys. Honestly, guys, be ready for the hikes and everything. But I thought I was prepared, and I don't know what it was about my diet that I messed up. But I started cramping up really, really bad. It started off with one leg and then both, and I was just in a lot of agony. But I didn't want to stop hiking because I don't know. I just didn't want to stop hiking. And I kind of finished through it, but it was a really painful experience. So I know how much it hurts.
See, that's what happened with George. So I was at Jorge. I was like making sure that at the end, I was like, dude, just hold on to me. Remember you were behind me? Like you were just walking, you were just like taking your own like speed, but it was good. You made it through, and like La Guarita, or what is her name, Fabiola, she was like, dude, let him do his own thing, remember? She's like, just let him be on his own vibes, and you made it through. So that's pretty, like, you had your own cadence, you know, walking, you know? So we ended up doing it. So yeah, I'm happy that he did it. Herbert, will you do it again?
Okay. Look, this.
Be honest.
I'm being honest. Like with no bullshit. I said I would do it again, but I never want to go through that experience. So I really want to get in better shape. Like that's that was like what I took out of that day.
Golden. That's optimism, bro. That's optimism.
I
You're
don't-
saying something nice.
I don't want to go through that like feeling again. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna be in better shape, so I don't have to go through that anymore.
Well, Yanette said the same thing. Remember, she's like I wish I was in better shape.
Yeah.
She told us, remember?
Yeah.
And then George was just like having the time of his life, just crapping up. But guess what? I was laughing at George or Jorge, right? And at the very end, tell me why I started cramping up. At the very end, like the last like flat, it was flat. I started cramping up, and even when I went home, I was cramping up. Like I want to go out to eat, and I looked like a dumbass getting up in the seat. But whatever, it's part of karma. But going away from that. So guys, just make sure you read the elevation. If it's pretty, like if we tell you it's hard, it's hard. Like, straight up.
We're not saying it to offend anybody, but we're saying it because you people need to understand your limits. When you challenge yourself, the only way to get stronger is to, like, I guess, fight with your limits and surpass them. But you also have to know what surpassing means. You can't go too above and beyond. I promise you'll finish that hike, but you're gonna suffer a lot, and it's gonna take a lot longer. It might be an inconvenience for everybody around you. Just be wary of where you're at and what you're doing. One quick little fun fact, or move on to another conversation, is that it is called Rattlesnake Peak, and whether you guys believe it or not, there are rattles there, but not any more than there are in any surrounding peaks. They are common in the summer and seem to be most active in warm afternoons, but there are definitely snakes out there. So,
dude, the only snake Herbert saw was when he went to go.
pee?
Yeah, water
And
the
he
plants.
saw one in the distance because
He saw it in Anaconda.
Let's just say it was one of the biggest snakes. At least you know what I'm talking about. But okay, first of all, I want
that's the
to.
power of.
Oh, hold on.
I want to. No. I, honestly, like, I want to say thank you, Jonathan. Like, I think you really helped me out there. Like, no, thank you. Like honestly, hiking with you, like you help out a lot. When you see someone struggling, you stay. And you and Enrique do that.
Dude, I stay back for you, and then like Jorge was like, dude, I'm happy for you. If I was not, he's like, if you weren't gonna be here, like I would have not made it. Like, I was like, dude, I'm here for you. Like, I was in the back. And then, dude, I was like struggling. Oh, I wasn't really struggling. I was just like having fun, you know. But just laughing at you
motivate, guys. We motivate, we help.
Yeah. But real quick.
Did you every time I fell, dude, I was pissed. Like every time I slipped,
dude.
I was like, fuck. I was yelling. Dude, remember when you turned around and I was on the floor?
Oh yeah.
I fell, dude.
I wanted to pick
I didn't want to get up.
I wanted to pick you up, but I was like, I'm gonna let him go because I know you were mad.
No, I wasn't.
I didn't want you to hit him with the trekking pole.
Legit, I was mad. No, I just wanted to just leave me alone. I'm gonna finish it. But I was mad.
Yeah, no, and then once you got in the car and you have your water, you were good.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah.
So one thing, make sure that you do not drink coffee or whatever, because if you're gonna take a dump and you get cramps, that's all I gotta say. Someone did that, but you can take dumps in the peaks. All right, so going forward, since we're talking about fitness, we have a new junior right here. Hey, junior, he has to get fit. He has to get fit. So guess what? So we're taking him to LA Fitness, which is our headquarters, right? Baddies headquarters. And I'm gonna talk to Junior. So we're gonna interview him. So this is what, your 3rd day, 4th day? Let's say 5th day, right? Because we've been going on for a while. I know you. What was your favorite out of the 3 workouts that you've done so far? Like your body parts, like chest.
My favorite would have. I would just be. I would say chest because chest has always been.
And your least favorite was probably like legs.
My least favorite was legs. Screw legs. Fuck that.
Everyone hates legs, guys.
That sucks.
I don't know why. People hate legs. It's the strongest and biggest muscle, and everybody hates it.
Yeah, no, but I never really worked out legs that much.
So
stronger than the rest of your body.
I really just underdeveloped them. You know, they're not developed at all, so it fucking just hurts. I'm sore right now just talking. Like,
more in your mouth. No, but tell me. I know we tried to make. That was your first time doing squats, right?
yeah, I never did the barbell.
The barbell squats, yeah, like the normal.
I just used machines and stuff like that.
And dude, you did a good job, but you wanted your heel was going up. Remember I told you don't put your heel up.
Yeah.
And then also I don't know why, but you wanted to go forward, and I don't know, you're doing some weird movements, but
I think it has to do with my stabilizing muscles are not strong enough, you know.
yeah.
So
Which is why you got to fix your form with lightweight, and a lot of people hate.
No, we
this.
did.
I know, but I'm saying for the general people out there, everyone likes to go heavy because going heavy is the way to go. But honestly, guys, you want to get strong, focus on your form on the lighter weights, and then progress on that same form on heavier weights. Because if you're doing heavy weight but shitty form, then you're not helping anyone. You're not helping yourself, I guess, more specifically. So
Yeah.
the fact that he noticed that, he understands that he needs to work on it is great news because he's fully conscious of what the next step is.
But it's funny though, because this was his first time sweating so much. I bet he sweated at raves or at parties or at clubs. You know when you dance you get all crazy and stuff. But at the gym, we were having him sweat, dude, and he was just like, man, I feel so he wanted to just go shower, and I was like, bro, I was like,
you get energy when you work out.
Yeah, you do. And I was glistening, man.
You look
so
beautiful,
much
huh?
fucking sweat.
All your makeup was coming on.
So do you? I was straight up do you like the gym the working out in a big gym or I know you probably worked on small gyms probably Planet Fitness or something.
Yeah.
How do you like the vibes with the?
I mean, well, I used to work out at LA Fitness, but I wasn't consistent with it. But that was a long ass time ago, and then sometimes I feel like the gym could be intimidating for some people, and that's what it was for me. It's like you get in there and you don't really know what to do. You see these machines that you don't know how to work them, and it could be intimidating. And that's a reason why I just never kept up with it because I always I really didn't know what to do. And if someone teaches me sometimes a trainer, here you've been kind of going with me and showing me what to do and how these machines work and whatnot. It makes it a little bit more.
It's fun.
It
and
makes it more
motivating,
of a motivational experience, and you actually get to learn.
Dude, people pay so much for trainers,
Personal trainers.
So we're here at the baddie headquarters, and I'll tell you something. All we need is I think hanging out with the baddies is equivalent to us paying you $15 an hour. That's what Herbert said in the last podcast, right, Herbert?
It's true. With inflation, I think that's where we're at right now.
Statistically speaking, the way the stock market's going.
But I'm happy that you came out with us, though. And I know you're gonna keep pushing with us. We're gonna get you in there. We're gonna make sure that you get your gains. I don't know what your gains are. You say you want to look you don't want to look too buff, or you just want to.
I'm trying to be healthier,
Well, you want to look something too. You want to look like little bunnies and stuff,
Yeah, just to fill out my clothes a little bit better, I'm trying to look good naked, pretty much.
When you shower?
When you shower, you want to look good. You want to get to the mirror and be like, damn, that's in 6.5. I'm okay with this.
Because Herbert, I remember him told me.
If I'm at the at the beach using those showers and then my
you want to look sexy.
My towel just happens to fall off, and I'm like, oh, whoops! But I ain't mad about it.
You can work out the stuff behind the towel.
Well, there can't be no kids around because that's
my glutes specifically.
illegal.
Your glutes specifically.
I know, but I remember Herbert used to say that before when he used to weigh not 300, 270, whatever, 270, 300. He said that he used to run past the mirror. He used to he didn't want to see him.
Yeah,
his
bro.
body.
I would go under. You know how there's cabinets sometimes under the mirror. I would sneak under, turn off the lights, and then go around it, and then turn on the lights. So I don't have to.
Because he was so scared of his own image.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but guess what? Herbert is gonna be working out harder, right? Since he wants to hit bigger peaks. Probably Mount Whitney in the future,
Let's go to Mount Everest. Why not?
I'm down.
Everest?
Don't. That's we're not doing that.
So,
Well, what do you mean? We'll make it happen in the next few months, even for next week.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the headlines. 4 baddies seem to never seen after 2 weeks.
Very
Like, please,
optimistic, but
loved
We're
ones.
never seen
You
again.
have to go with a guide, huh?
we are the guides.
Yeah,
we're
we're
the
the
baddies.
No, but like.
No, yeah.
What are you trying to say?
Did you see? Did you see a?
Someone does take you.
Did you see a trail of stickers
go
and
by
like, oh, the path is gone?
There's a high risk of that.
Yeah.
but going back to working out, one thing that did you like the whole how we do like cardio at the end of the workouts? Or?
Yeah, I like that.
Because I know what we do is we did stairs, we did bike or the cycling.
Yeah.
Which one do you like better, stairs or cycling? Be honest.
I like the Stairmaster. That was pretty
Stairmaster?
Because it's kind of, I feel like it's a little bit more resistance.
Right? Because the cycling we're just going fast,
Yeah.
but we're still sweating though.
Yeah.
So-
I sweated an equal amount of like on both
But-
exercises,
But I
like
think
the
we did
Stairmaster.
stairs 10 minutes both.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we did 10 minutes. So
I did
Ronnie.
5,
Okay,
man.
so I'm gonna bring Ronnie
Be
out.
honest,
You know,
guys. Come on.
Ronnie always like
Transparency.
he gives up on himself. Like Herbert, that high dude, you guys are giving up on your dude. Me and Enrique don't. Like we push ourselves until we can't. It's true.
We do. I mean, but I mean, it's not to judge the people that we're with, but it's to show that, like, honestly, you guys you don't trust yourself or your own potential, and you guys can do so much more than you believe you can do. And I think there's so much power in knowing that simple fact. Because when you're in agony, when you're thinking of giving up, like, trust me, it's a lot easier to give up. But the reward to not give up, like if you're conscious about these things, like, you'll realize that, like, this is definitely worth it. I'm gonna keep pushing, keep getting stronger. And I think you guys are there. You're getting close. And I mean, like, it's inspiring, honestly. You're trying to get stronger. You're trying to get stronger. You're trying to get better for yourselves. And that's a big message of what we represent here.
So like I told you, every time like I was like, dude, this is fourth quarter, but you never play football. So but like it's like you gotta push it. You know, you gotta. That's where you win. That's where you like. If you gotta work out.
Didn't the Gladiators lose a lot though?
No, we don't talk about football, dude. We don't.
That
We're
I
actually
mean,
undefeated our year, but
Yeah, we're undefeated.
yeah, until the very end. No?
Yeah. All right. So you want to talk about high school? We'll bring it back.
Yeah, it's one year you guys were on the field. Okay, that's
And there's
not.
people
That's not
listening to that went to high school with us, so they know what's up.
yeah, they know that you guys know.
No, but so Ricardo, JK Junior. So he's.
You blow my cover, man.
I don't know, no. But yeah, he's gonna be working out with us, and for sure, we're never gonna do it before and after. And picture, because we don't want to do that because we don't want to get more followers than we have already. You know what I'm saying? We love all y'all, but like, let's talk about the next subject. So, next subject is traveling. I have a Christian here, and he just went to Oregon. So, drop it down. How was traveling with COVID, like opening up everything?
from the beginning, was it expensive? Was it easy to get there? Was it confusing to work with stuff?
Honestly, it was pretty much the same thing as any other time, even pre-COVID. It wasn't anything different. Aside from the fact that waiting in line to check in and get your baggage checked, you still had to be 6 feet apart from people. You still have to wear your mask. And in the flight to Oregon, you did have a lot of room for yourself. It wasn't too packed. But the flight back, it felt kind of like everything was for show.
Okay.
I would put it that way.
So going there, you were like side by side, like everybody.
Going there,
or like split?
there were not that many people,
Okay.
and everybody was very like a good distance apart.
Okay.
But coming back from Oregon to LA, it was just like a normal plane ride.
Oh shit.
It was very packed.
So when you go there, when you get to LAX, right? You flew from LAX.
Yeah.
So you have to still get your temperature checked.
No,
Do you have to show any proof of vaccine?
no. So don't worry, you guys. You there's no vaccine passport. It's all fake. Fake
Yeah.
news.
Yeah, you have to have your passport though, right?
Take
Oh
it
no,
illegal.
yeah.
Your California. What is it
Your real
called?
ID.
The real ID. There you go. Yeah, you
Okay.
still need your real ID or your passport.
So what was it? An expensive trip or for Oregon? Like maybe let's talk about just a flight. I guess.
Oh, it was the round trip. It was like $60-$70
For, like, the flight?
No. It was like 180.
Okay.
Round trip back and forth.
Okay.
It was
That's actually not a
180.
lot. That's actually a good price.
Damn. So how long were you staying out there for in Oregon?
I was there from Thursday to Sunday.
So that was a good. Well, I guess you did a lot, right? Well, kind of like whatever.
Shoot, man! Like the whole week from Thursday to Sunday, it was nonstop, man. We were Thursday. We probably just went out to go eat and see how it was the life over there because I've never been to Oregon.
Okay.
I just went with some friends that went to school there to Lewis and Clark. Shout out to people that graduated from Lewis and Clark, like they did. But it's a great city. I loved it there.
The vibes and stuff.
Everybody was really chill. You know, the weather, no traffic, at least for the most part, but still way less than here.
That's
in
because
LA.
you live in LA. LA traffic is like
you
no
live in LA.
amongst the world.
But
Dude.
talking about the food though, what were you eating out there, like in Oregon, like the food wise?
Apparently, from what they told me, there's a very big there's a lot of Thai places to go eat Thai food over there.
Thai food?
That's Thai food.
Down.
They took me to a spot. I forgot the place, but it was great. It was really good.
It's the same. Like the meals are like the same price as over here, right? As in California.
Yeah, pretty much. Except over there, they don't got a sales tax.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So if you want to go to Oregon and what is it? Buy whatever, right? A PS5. No.
Yeah, you can just go.
Buy something and then bring it back.
I was thinking big. I was thinking food.
No, but. What did you do? Okay, so what was your favorite part about that trip? That whatever you did, like what was? I know everything. You probably had like a lot of good stuff that came out of it, but like you will go back to it and
Fitness wise, what you like about it?
It was the hikes, man. Like the people I went with, they're like you guys, very very active. They like to go on hikes. They like to go play soccer. They love being out there and doing stuff. And they took me to Multnomah Falls,
okay,
which is like the biggest waterfall in Oregon. That was a great hike. It was beautiful. There's vegetation everywhere, lush, very, very dark green. You did see that the forest was burned from all the fires that were happening last year.
Yeah.
You know, I know you were talking about that, but yeah, over there too, like you saw it. Like it was wild because you wouldn't think that such green vegetation would burn. Due to the fact that they have all this water retained, and here in LA everything's dry. You know, it's not surprising at all. But over there, yeah, well, looking at it, I'm like, how is this all on fire? Considering how much water these trees have retained and how green they are. But you know, it is what it is.
I think it's really interesting because that fucking hike you're talking about. The reward of reaching the top of that is really a panoramic view of a bunch of other peaks in that area, like Mount Adams, Mount Hood, Mount Rainier, Mount St. Helens, and Mount Jefferson's. No, I'm talking about these other popular peaks in Oregon that are near his height. And then when you get to the peak of the hike he's talking about, you get to see all these other peaks. So, I mean, it must be inspiring to be at a peak where you can see other peaks and really find out what's going on. But that one peak you went to had a beautiful waterfall. How'd you like the waterfall?
It was amazing, man. Like, it really made you feel small. Being all the way on top, just seeing your car.
How high do you think it was?
Honestly, I don't even know, man. It took me like an hour to get to the top, and it made you feel small seeing your car in the parking lot from how high up you were.
Yeah. It was like a 7-mile hike, or?
Around there, it took a while, man. It took like about an hour to get all the way up.
Yeah, well.
So real quick, when you're at the bottom of the waterfall, right? Were you getting like the mist of it?
Yeah, it's super misty.
So you
like a Disneyland ride.
So you think you could like take a shower there?
No, they have it really locked down, man. Like compared to stuff here in LA, over there everything's locked down. Everything has a trail. And
we should take showers together. I mean, we're in drought season. I mean,
we don't take showers together.
Podcast.
No, but
I think it's conversation for this podcast.
No, sorry. No, okay. So going back to Christian now.
Huh?
So
Share a flush.
Yeah.
So wait, real quick. So like, were there like people like that had manners? Because I know hiking, like we always like say good morning, good afternoon, hiker's etiquette. Like were people cool there? Like hiking, hiker wise, like travel.
Good morning.
Yeah.
You could tell your regular hikers compared to like the visitors. The visitors were just right. There's a nice bridge in the middle of the whole waterfall. They're just there taking pictures.
Okay.
And the regular hikers, they would walk past them and they take the whole trip. But they were very 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 polite and very good with everybody. They weren't offering like water and stuff,
was there a lot of trash? Like, do you think there was a lot of green? And near the hikes, did you see trash like bottles on the side?
Any tagging?
Honestly, they really take care of their parks. The places I went to, I went to what was it called? Ecola State Park, right next to the Oregon coast.
Oh yeah, that's right next to it.
That was another great hike that I went to on Friday, right after the what was it called? Multnomah Falls.
Yeah.
And yeah, they really know how to take care of their parks. Like there's no trash. you know,
Was there anybody mad because it was hot and because they got sunburned?
it's mad cold over there. Dude.
Oh yeah.
It's cold. It's opposite.
So for sure, you know, going back to like Oregon, I need to go hit it, dude. I know. I just I just feel like I haven't had the time because of COVID, and I'm scared of going on the flight. But since you did it, and you say it's safe, you know. So
you have the one thing was that you do have to wear a mask throughout the whole flight. So you know you should be.
That's like an hour-long flight or 3 or 5, but like you'll be fine.
what kind of mask were you wearing? Were you wearing N95 or just regular?
No, I was wearing two. I was wearing my regular one and the cloth mask.
Oh,
Like a gas mask, full on.
Hey, did you hit up Voodoo Donuts over there in Portland?
They I wanted to, but they told me that it's overhyped. So
It is overhyped.
They said that?
But I went there and it's a cool experience. People get married there. That's
Wait,
that's a trip.
you went to Budo Donuts? You went to Oregon?
Yeah, I went to Oregon.
Oh shit! So
Junior, cool thing. It doesn't involve you guys, but you know, whoever's interested, they have a bikini coffee stops.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
well, at Voodoo Donuts, they sell freaking like underwear and panties and all sorts of things there, and you can get married right there. I guess the owners are
This is
ordained
like a
ministers.
business?
They're ordained ministers. People
Hey.
get married there.
Hey, well, guess what, guys? Next trip is Oregon. We're gonna go. You know.
Stay tuned, guys. We're gonna talk about the next trip and next activities going on.
But guess what, though? So, yeah, next activity is going on this Sunday, tomorrow, in the morning, sunrise, Sandstone Peak. Hit us up. It's a group hike. Pretty easy. This is pretty easy, Herbert, right? 3 miles, only 1,000 feet elevation gain, right, Herbert? So,
Yeah.
it's like going to the mall and going to H&M like 4 or 5 times and going down to the first floor, going buying whatever you buy, candy, and then walking around.
On the escalator or?
Yeah, no, on the stairs. Well, on the escalator, you know how you walk, like try to speed it up?
Yeah, that's something that pisses me off. It's like people don't walk on the escalator. They're still stairs. They're just meant for you to go up to the second floor faster.
That's true. But, so going back, so real quick, guys, like I said, group hike, Sandstone Peak, sunrise, tomorrow, June 6th. We're going to meet early in the morning. So, we're going to meet early in the morning, and we're going to make sure that, you know, bring your sunscreen hats, and we might go eat breakfast after or something like that, and we might go do maybe kayak. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
It's gonna be a fun day.
So it's going to be a fun day, and not only that, we're going to make sure, like, the future events, we're probably going to do a cycling event. So get your bike ready, get it, take it to the shop, get it fixed up. It doesn't matter if it's a BMX, fixie, cruiser, road bike,
Whatever bike you have, guys, you're welcome to come. It's gonna be a beginner's event. We're gonna do a really fun trail with a really nice view. So come through, guys.
Are we gonna start beef with?
No, we're not going to
chicken.
start beef with no one. We love every single hiking group, and to end the podcast, we love you all, and keep following us, and make sure that, you know, we're going to do some great stuff for you all, and we're still going to do some cleanups and all that good stuff. So, you know, hit us up.
Peace out, guys.